Easy people, nice things here. What I wanted to do today is just go back to a bit of the basics of a few things I do that'll make maybe life a little easier, and maybe a few things you may or may not know. Um, I'm hoping that everything is like clear enough on here for you to see. I can never really say with the focus. Hopefully you can make out all of what these are and this screen, so I've zoomed in to do this. So what I want to do is I just want to take you through a little few things that, again, people who know, they know. Watch it or don't watch it. For anybody who's going to buy one of these or doesn't know, then this could be helpful. So what I normally do is, if I'm going to go and set anything up, I go here by going to menu, and I'll go to the settings, which shows the preference. And what I normally do is I'll set up one or two things, like for example, the project default. And what I do is I'll change this so that it's on demo, template, and recent. And because I'm coming through the Akai force now to speak, I can't really show this, but what it does is it gives you 3 panels, sort of like imagine this as 3 panels, and the top one shows you any like templates that you've made or any templates that come with the force. The second one shows you the song demos, so if you really want to just get one of their demos and mess with it, you can. And then the bottom one shows you the recent, and that's anything that you've been working on comes across here, and it's got left and right arrows, so you can go across with the left and right arrows. So that's let me get back to there. So that one's that, as opposed to just a demo or completely off. And off just means it'll just go to an empty one where for some reason it starts with a plugin and an audio track. So I would say always put it to that. I also put in the tempo. So I noticed that for some reason that tempo did not respond. I noticed that before. So I'm gonna fix it again, and hopefully this one will work. I've actually downgraded, so now I'm on like the official 304, because I've been running the betas and testing the betas. There's not much in it. For the 304, it's exactly the same. It just misses the arrangement. I'm not breaking any NDA telling you that, because there's a 305 now. The 305 is going to be brilliant when it comes out. I would hope that it doesn't come out until it's completely right. When it's completely right, it'll be the best thing, period. Nothing will beat it. But for now, that's that. Anyway, let's get back to what I was saying. So I would put that into that position. You can either have the plugin as a hype. I think that's fine. As a default plugin, it's good. And the other things, which I'll just inform you, they're not important, but I will inform you again, is for the DJing or for anything where you're playing through. Excuse me. And that's with the I think it's the general. It's in the general. And the general things, what you might want to be checking for. I'll do that as 4 taps. I prefer 4 taps. Is your audition outs. I've explained this before in the DJ setup, but I'll explain it again. The audition output is whenever you're previewing a sound, if you have it as normal out 1 and 2, it'll just come out of the actual main outs. If you put it to 3 and 4, it means it'll come out of the preview. So anything that you're wanting to work on, if you're doing anything live, if you're DJing or you're creating like some music live, any audition of sounds will come out of there. So if you're looking for a kit or anything like that, it'll just come out your headphones so that you can kind of make stuff. You can check my Sunday kit switching. That gives you a kind of example. In fact, I don't even think I'd use a cue on there. I think I just did everything live. So you hear And I did that intentionally so that you can hear me making mistakes while I'm making it up, where I didn't have to, but I just didn't want songs to keep going. I'd want you to see the development of that. So always keep your eye on that if you want to have that. The duration of time for how long audition auto plays, how long previews plays. This is 30 seconds. I think it's 30 seconds by standard. Sometimes I've put it down to 10, but that's whatever. And the other thing I would do as well is I would always make sure that they're switched on while they're on. So the queue and preview are on. So that's about this. That's about the size of it. Those are the only two things from the menu. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about quickly is somebody was mentioning. Let me see. I've got to do one. Right. I'll do a hype plugin. Somebody was mentioning, well, how do I save my own like versions of hype? And it's pretty simple actually. They're there. That's load and that's save. I don't know how they didn't see it. But instead of you going to save, because save would save a track, and I've talked about how you save a track. The advantage between saving like a plugin effect, no plugin, a plugin sound. Say if I got this sound here and then I worked on it and I wanted to call it Charlie. Charlie seems to be my go-to term. Then I'd do that and then I'd just press save and then I'd just name it and then I could create my own plugins folder here. Like I've got track preset one, but I could create a new one and save it into there. So the advantage of using track by save track is anything in that chain. So if I got a mixer, say I wanted to save a load of effects into this channel, you can do it like that. Again, I don't think this is breaking the I don't think this is breaking the NDA because I think it's already out there. Obviously, with the new update when that comes out, you can actually save chains. So if you just wanted the chain and not the track, you can do that. That's not here now, but I mean, you can do the same thing by doing that. All right. The other thing I wanted to explain as well is load and saves. A few people might not know this. At the moment, how I've got this is these folders I've set. So this folder is my project folder for all my projects and blah, blah, blah. And I can go through and I can... Oh, I haven't put it on the... Oh, yeah, I have. So am I going deaf? 1, 2. Oh, yeah. Why am I not hearing out? Well, that's weird. Because I'm speaking now, but I'm unsure. I'm gonna have to look at that. Maybe it's because I've downgraded it or something. Yeah. For some reason, that isn't playing. That would normally play preview sounds. I've got no idea why. I'll look into it later. So to get this to these folders to be like folders that you want it to be, all you have to do is press shift and press the folder. So for me to get this to be, let's say for example, I want this to be this. So whenever I press folder 1, I want this to appear up. There's no reason why I'd want to do this, but I'll just show you. I press shift and I press that. And then now what will happen is whenever I want to go to that, it'll go to this folder. Obviously, I don't want it to do that. I want it to be my internal drive, which I've called the Akai Force. So I'll go here, and then I'm going to have it as my sample database because that's what I want it to be. So I'm going to go to this and press shift, and then I'm just going to press that. And now I've got this back there. So, oh no, it wasn't. It was meant to be projects, weren't it? So that's why I have it as projects. So where's my projects? Projects. There we go. That's my projects. So I'll do it again. That's it. It's projects. So I've got my projects, my sample database of my own thing. I've got my MP3s for mixing and whatever not. And I've got chop folder and I've got track presets and I've got some other ones, but that's that. All right. Any more? Yeah. if you switch this off, this is how, if anybody who's seen my DJ, like, well, not my DJ, my content previews, because I've previewed all of the sounds in this machine, all the kits in this machine. To get to any of the previews like this, for some reason, I don't know why this isn't playing. I can't even say why this isn't playing. It's very, very odd. In fact, to that point, I'm just going to check. Right. I'm unsure. Oh, I know why it's not playing, course. Because I'm a dingball, aren't I? What did I do? I was explaining to you, and I turned it to the headphones. So that's a prime example of what I was on about. Okay. So say that, you see that there? Well, all of these previews are here. So by turning this off, this little thing here, this means it's not just Akai folders, it's any type of folder, any hidden folders basically, it's hidden folders. So that takes me into hidden folders, and then I've got all the sounds there. That, like I think I explained one time, you could use them as examples to find stuff. So I'll go back out. Oh yeah, and to get back out, up one level, this is that up one level. So if I want to move, like at the moment I'm in the preview hidden folder thing, but if I want to move up one level, I press that and I'm back up one level. If there's anything, these are just the basic ones for me that I think I could tell you about. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I might have missed? I'll say it now because it's in my mind. A lot of times people might not realize that right down at the bottom of here, right down at the bottom after effects and everything is initialize, right? You can't really read it on there, but it's right down at the bottom. It says Init, and the initialize has got all of the elements what make up all of these. So if you only wanted to use, say, analog or FM, which this has got FM now, you can make your own FM sound. I've said this on a forum that basically you can make all of the sounds. You can emulate a lot of synths. Can you be bothered to do that? That's a different question. But you can emulate a lot of these synths. So if somebody was saying, well, oh, yeah, I want a mini Moog, you could emulate a mini Moog on this. You could do it. Would I want to do that? I don't know. I wouldn't probably not. I'd find another sound similar to it and then just tweak it. But you could emulate a mini Moog on this. It's not going to be a mini Moog, but you wouldn't. Listeners don't care. This is a thing where one of the key things about me, I'm waffling, but I'm going to just say it. One of the key things about me is it's important who you are making this stuff for. If you're doing it for you, go crazy. Get geeky, tweak and everything. If you're doing it for people to listen to, think what's important to them. Because it's not going to be important if you say, well, I've done this and it's now the LFO and I've oscillated this down, and they're not going to care. They're going to go, do I like it or not? So I digress. Anyway, is there anything else I've not mentioned in here? No. That was it. It was a brief overview of a few tweaks that you can make. Hopefully this had some point to it. And kind of waffled on there, but I just wanted to show you some basics again for anybody who didn't know. If there's anything you think I've missed or I should have mentioned, again, like and subscribe and comment in the bottom section. So I always say it's going to be quick and it never is. Hopefully this has been helpful. I'll catch you again soon, and as always, peace.